I teach at Compania Secondary School. We are here holding a workshop, Lata's workshop, with the theme Building Competent Teacher to Teach Competent Learners. As you know, the curriculum has changed. We are moving away from the old traditional curriculum, which is the outcome-based curriculum. We are now doing the content-based curriculum.
My name is Richard Mono, the current chairperson for Luapula. We are here attending a competence-based curriculum orientation or induction workshop, courtesy of the British Council in partnership with Ratas and the Ministry of Education. As we are all aware, we are rolling out the 2023 curriculum, which is competence-based. In this vein, it is very important that we as teachers do share skills and pedagogies on how to implement this curriculum. Now, our theme for this gathering here in Mansa is building a competent teacher in order to teach a competent learner. This is a curriculum which is interested in what the pupil can do and not necessarily what the pupil knows.
So what is communication? It is the ability to express oneself clearly and effectively. It is the art of conveying information, ideas, thoughts, and feelings from one person or group to another. It involves the use of spoken words, written text, or body language, and also both sending and receiving messages. And one is to be clear and accurate for easy interpretation by the receiver.
Looking for other resources, they should just think out and present.
Thank you for that.
Jolly phonics, this is a method, a way that learners can be taught how to read and write. It can be used at lower primary. So if us at the lower primary do a good job, the problem that he is facing of punctuation, fluence, will not face it at secondary level. Why? That's why we are together, primary teachers, secondary teachers of language, to look at how we can help our learners. If the foundation is poor, then the house, even when it faces the crack, it will fall. Now when the foundation is solid and strong, you just work on the roof. There will be no problems. So what is...
And this is the only sure way of going to the top when we embrace the Jolly Phonics approach. I'm sure all of us as teachers, it was so interesting to see our teacher demonstrate. If it was a full lesson, I'm sure we were all going to enjoy even more. So I wanted to just echo the sentiment of the PO that we really have to change the narrative as Luapula province because we are on the journey to the top. And then I also wanted to just say a small part which maybe she will never emphasize, because I've seen our theme is building competent teachers to teach competent learners, and we are looking at the competence-based teaching orientation. This is the whole reason why we are here. So even as we teach the Jolly Phonics, maybe someone would ask, where is the competence going to come? As she was teaching, I think you saw the actions. There was a part for the actions. So all of us were supposed to go into the action of who? As part of who?
Allow me to basically justify this point. When we say building writing skills step by step, in the first lesson, Chair, what I will do, I will prepare a lesson on how to write correct sentences. In that lesson, I will basically identify the grammatical rules that we are supposed to follow when we are writing a sentence, the structure of the sentence, groups of words that are supposed to be included in the sentence, then the structure of the sentence, SVO. 2 minutes.
learners to describe the basic. Really asking the part of speech that
as a teacher, you're supposed to tell your pupils on the uses of the describing words. For example, these are adjectives and the adverbs. If you look at a descriptive composition, for instance, you're describing a person, so you are supposed to use adjectives and the adverbs.
The first thing you have to do as a teacher is I ask the learners to describe what a descriptive composition is. And the second point is that you ask them to describe the appearance of their friends. You tell them to describe the appearance of their friends in pairs. So that's pair work. Then the other point is you ask the learners, you need to highlight like in terms of the speech that dominated in as they were describing the appearance of their friends. Then the fourth point is you look at the paragraphing as well as the topics.
Good. So basically that is the outline of my presentation. There, that one is the outline. We shall see the outline as we go. So we can go to the next. Okay. Number one, I said what makes an assessment competence-based. And the points are, an assessment is said to be competence-based if it measures learner skills, knowledge, values, and attitudes. So, if a test does not measure any of those four, the values, the attitudes, the knowledge, and the skills, then it is not competence-based. If a test is still calling for memorization, then that test is not competence-based. We also said if it measures application in real world and life situations or context, the SG was presented here, and he emphasized, rate what you are teaching when pupils are learning how to write, relate to their actual world. Remember, colleagues, brothers and sisters, competence-based is all about what learners are able to do out of what you have taught them, rather than what learners are able to know at the end of the lesson.
CBC.
Yes.
The people from the reporting table and everyone who is here. First and foremost, I would like to pour out my heartfelt gratitude to you all and thank you most sincerely that you were called at a very short notice, but you made it all to come. This is one spirit that we should always be wearing all the time wherever we are. For sure you know that LATAS is the foundation and the mother of these other subjects. If a child does not understand what she or he is reading, then that child will be unable to interpret or understand the requirement of that question. We, as LATAS or English teachers, must ensure that we help our learners at all costs. Like we earlier alluded to, when you see a child is lagging behind, let us all ensure that that child is being assisted in a way or the other.
The standing in PO to cross the ceremony. PO I call upon you.
Placards, deck members from the districts represented, ladies and gentlemen, may I simply say all participants present. Allow me to appreciate you all for making it to this day's competence-based orientation workshop, which has been facilitated by Language Teachers Association of Zambia with support from British Council. It wasn't easy in terms of preparation due to a lot of activities that have been running, but I sincerely want to appreciate Lakas, Beck, and the Secretary especially for running around and ensuring that this activity was successfully held. Let us continue to work hard as language teachers so that we work together and bring Lakas and in these literacy levels to the level we want.